Howdy, howdy. How's everybody doing? Except Wayne. I'm gonna be mailing you some snow soon. Probably Sunday. I'm gonna send you a big shipment over. What's up, cool gamer? How you doing? Okay, tomorrow, late morning into Friday, we're supposed to get snow, and on Sunday night, another 5 to 8. And with tomorrow and Friday being a wintry mix, it's probably gonna be a wet mess. Except
I
Wayne.
couldn't. You had an ad over your video, so I couldn't know if you were on or not. The
Well,
ad
if
was,
an ad pops up on my live, then I'm live.
yeah, the ad popped right up and showed the gun holster.
Yeah, I gotta go into my AdSense because I want to change a couple of the ads.
Really?
Yeah.
How do you do that?
Um, Let me see if I can get there.
You mean you can control what they show, or in case if I do that along, I would have got rid of that weirdos on my commercial on one of my videos. Weird things. I didn't know you could do that. Really.
I gotta find where it is.
Mm-hmm. That was funny though. I laugh every time someone makes up a false accusation, and I laugh about it. I think it's funny. I'm getting so used to YouTube and their stupidity. I just laugh at people. There's so much of a bunch of idiots.
Yeah.
And when they're actually saying about someone else, is really talking about themselves. That's what someone told me before. He said, someone says something that ain't true, and they're really talking about themselves.
Yeah.
Because they get jealous, they can't grow their chance, they're crying about it.
Yeah, I don't know where the heck I seen it on here.
It's somewhere on the YouTube channel. I know it's up there too, but
Oh, okay. What were we under?
to find it,
Yeah, I think. Hi, Steve.
they see just funny. Why website? I have to talk to that website tomorrow about that products on my page.
Okay, so when you're here on your brand safety, you click that, go to host, then go to blocking controls, and it brings this up. So if you click on sensitive categories, you can go down through here and block them. Like I can block politics, reference to sex. Uh,
I gotta find
wait,
that too. Then.
then you can go in here to manage your general categories. Like these are these three I had blocked. And then you just scroll down through here and you can either allow them or block them. And there's
Okay. I gotta
so I
find
only
them in my.
huh?
I want to find them in my right now. I don't know where the heck they are in mine now. Oh,
You have to go in the same way I just showed you how on your Google AdSense account.
so it's in
That's what
YouTube
you have
Studio.
to go through. No, it's not in Studio. It's directly through your Google AdSense account. It has nothing to do with YouTube.
So where is that then? On your settings?
You gotta search in your search bar for Google AdSense and then get to your account and then you have to log in to your
What?
AdSense account.
That's weird, huh? What, on your search engine above your channel?
Yeah, I bookmarked mine when I set up my AdSense account for my ads. So all I had to do is go in my bookmarks and click on it and it brings it up. So how you doing this morning, Steve? What's up, Carlo?
Trying to find over that way. Spell this name thing. Huh. I don't know where the hell. I can't find the mine. I don't know where the heck it is.
I used we had beef cubes and I used those and sauteed those with a bunch of uh garlic pepper, some soy sauce and a little bit of teriyaki. And
View, add some premium. View, watch your page.
here, let me see if this will get you to your AdSense if I paste it. It might bring you to mine, but you might be able to log in from there to get to Google AdSense. I put it in private chat. Yeah, it definitely can be, Carlo. But I just go through and I just wanted to make sure that the topics that are sensitive for me, I don't want to see them or have other people see them.
So you don't control block ads and you don't like to choose 12 blocking controls. So
Yeah, so you go over here to where it says blocking controls.
ads view sensitive categories in general categories, right?
Yeah, you click on that and then you can go here to sensitive and then you can manage the general.
Okay.
If you block too many of the general, it can harm your revenue. That's why I don't have a lot of them blocked on this side. There's certain ones.
Just putting sexual reproductive health. I'm talking out. I don't like that stuff because for the sexual, take that out. I don't want that or part of it either.
Yeah, that's why I blocked that part of it.
Okay, so
And make sure you bookmark it this time, Wayne, so you can get back to it without having to
make a
fight
shot.
to find it.
I'll put it on my computer. I bookmarked it on my computer.
Yeah. Because at first I couldn't find it either. I had to bebop around my Google settings and stuff like that to get into the right area.
Let me see for a minute. Let me think for a minute. Put this down for a minute. I'll take this out because I don't want this. I'll put the right one in here, like this one, because this is what you need to have. Google AdSense account. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So now I did this one. Now I'll go over this one, general category.
Yeah, well, that one you got to be careful on because that one couldn't affect your revenue if you block too many of the ads.
I'm just looking at them.
But anyway, Steve, the
Oh, all right. Okay.
it came out really good. Next time, I think what I'm going to do is make sure that I have the ingredients to do the actual like Korean pork. You know where it's red color.
Yeah, I bookmarked it on my bookmark. I just took out the politics and the other thing. It's all I touched. Everything else I left alone. So I didn't like that politics or that all the stuff I got rid of. Everything else is fine.
But no, I need a wok that'll cover all four burners in my stove.
Oh.
Because to do the pork fried rice, you gotta let it sit there and not burn, but like toast.
Mm.
And because I followed the recipe, which called for 4 cups of rice, it was way too much rice in my fry pan. And I have a big fry pan like this big.
Oh boy.
So I couldn't get the rice to toast to get that golden color.
Mm.
You better lay down. Your mother already had you out.
Isn't it soy sauce they put on the rice to make it dark? I thought it
Well,
was.
what you do is you cook. See, the thing that messed up is if I'd have thought about it yesterday, I could have cooked the rice yesterday
Oh, okay.
because it's better with rice that's sat.
Hmm. Hmm.
So, because then like all the water's like fully absorbed and the rice is firmer.
Hmm.
So when you go to fry it, it'll get that, yellow golden color.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds good, Steve. And yeah, I know what black pudding is. Hey, James. Remy.
Hey, James.
Yeah, I'd like to get some actual like blood sausage. I hear the troublemaker.
Hockey.
And then my sauce seized up too quick.
The hockey game tonight.
Oh, all right. It's a
Yeah.
they're not playoffs or anything for them, right?
No. But if you hear him swearing, they're not doing good. But if you're not saying nothing, they're doing all right.
Um, well, you know what your black pudding is, which is pig's blood. They um they use that to actually make the sausage. It's called blood sausage. I forget what they put in it, but like when you slice it, um, it looks just like you slice through a regular sausage link. You see like the fat bits and stuff like that. Um, but it's just made with um basically your black pudding.
Mm. You know what? I was
But
thinking about something too. You mentioned to me one day you know how to make pie filling, right?
yeah,
So if you think about it sometime, you can email me some of the recipes to me that I can learn how to do it because I'm sick of these stores that won't sell the pie filling in there. Aldi is one of them. You have to ask them to put them in their stores. They won't put apple in there. They won't put blueberry in there. They only want stupid pumpkin pie and cherry. That's all they sell in the stores. So irritating.
yeah,
Can't understand those people. And they don't even sell the pumpkin pie. No one buys it. They're still putting it on the shelves. Oh, still. They said to call Aldi up and mention it to them.
so basically what it is you get your pork blood, pork shoulder, pork fat, and then you got you. It's basically made the same way you would sausage. Salt, uh, Instacure, which cures everything together. Um, Black pepper, bay leaves, minced parsley, and paprika. And then it tells you everything like that, and then you um, warm up your casings and grind everything up, which you use a coarse grinder, and then you just pipe that all in. into the sausage casings, and then they have to be basically like poached first. So yeah, it's made the same way sausage is, just that pig's blood's added to it. That's really the only difference between blood sausage and just your regular pork sausage. I don't even know. I'd have to go to like the actual butcher shop, I think, to get actual. If I wanted to like attempt to make blood sausage, it's supposed to be really good. Mm. He's just going off at himself, right?
Yeah, he's yelling at the game.
Well, he's gonna be in trouble that TV starts answering him.
I know.
What do you want?
That's funny.
Yeah, I used to be like that too. I don't miss watching sports.
That's funny in a way, though. If you think about it, how he gets mad at the TV.
Yeah, I'll just see if I can find my. Well, I'll get mom's recipe for her apple pie filling.
I think.
Because what's good about that is you can always like buy your apples and cook everything
Mm.
and just portion out enough for a pie and throw it in a bag and stick it in the freezer.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like if you made a big pot of it or whatever. What you
Mm.
can do is like actual just make enough for a pie. Because when I do my blueberry pie, I buy frozen blueberries
Mm.
unless they have fresh ones on sale.
Mm.
And then it calls for sugar, lemon juice, and then your cornstarch. But what I'll do is I'll get the blueberries, I'll heat it up first, and I'll mash them with a potato masher.
Mm.
So it's not like big clumps of blueberries. And then I'll add my sugar and my lemon juice and then the cornstarch mixture because that's what thickens it.
I just don't understand why don't they sell that in the store? Some things you don't want to sell in the store. Some of the people are lazy. They got them out, but they don't want to sell it. Some stores you have to run around looking for it. Like Shaw's
Oh,
have. They
well,
don't make.
I don't know. Besides pies, what everybody could be using the pie filling for. Because it seemed kind of strange that there'd be a shortage on pie filling.
Oh, I don't think it's a shortage at all. I think it's a store doing it. They don't want to sell it for some reason. I don't know why, but there's no need of it. But it's invoice.
What are you so hungry? Hey, Steven. Don't we have little Hershey kisses in there? Mounds.
I guess they scored.
I don't know what the heck these things are. Coffee? up, Steven? My mom's got some old uh recipe books and canning books that she follows for all that stuff. Well, that's good, Steven. Oh, so that guy, that kid that smashed out my car window,
Yeah.
he could be going to jail up to 3 years.
Really?
Yep. Oh yeah, food's always a good topic, James. And we had gotten Mom ordered a book from like the old pioneer days,
Yeah.
and it tells you all kinds of stuff in there, like how to make a smoker. You know, like they did back then to smoke your meats, your fish.
Yeah.
How to build certain things.
Mm.
I still can't taste them, Steven. And I can taste the coconut, but you can't eat Twizzlers or Mounds.
Oh.
Steven, I just can't taste them, is the problem. They just taste like plastic to me.
Oh.
Even the regular ones.
Mm.
Well, that's not good, Steven. Definitely don't want to choke on anything. I don't know. I watch so many like mukbang videos. Lately, that's all I've been watching. And there's like so much stuff that they eat that I want to try. And then it's like, I don't even know if like half of it's available without having to go. I don't even know where we have a big fish market. Albany, maybe.
What the heck?
Oh, they got this place that's called Finn, your fishmonger.
Really?
Yeah, they got a couple of them. Moby Ricks, Fresco Fish.
Oh.
Sour Seafood, that's too far.
Mm.
Always fresh, healthy, and sustainable. Oh, that looks delicious.
Hmm.
Oh, and you know where it all comes from? Boston's historic fish pier
Oh, okay.
is where all the fish come from.
Hmm.
Wow. Mahi mahi fillet,
They're over
$16
now.
a
They
pound.
won 4-1, the Bruins. Now probably Troublemaker will come on your stream. He'll show up.
Ooh, we could get a Chilean sea bass for $42 for a pound.
Hear what James is asking about your vapor?
Oh no, this is just they recharge but uh they only last till the liquid's out. But I like the blue raz ice. That's what I smoke. Oh my gosh, they don't even have like salmon on there. They got tilapia, trout, whole bronzini, mahi mahi, a gray sole, Icelandic cod, Icelandic haddock, Arctic char. Oh, there we go. Western raw salmon. That one's from Scotland. Uh, Swordfish, halibut, and Chilean sea bass. And then fresh oysters are $2 a piece. I don't know, it'd be kind of cool to go down there and check it out.
Shut up.
Do you have fresh fish markets close to you?
Oh,
James, he was talking. He wants seafood.
oh, okay.
Here they passed a law, so all the vape shops that used to make all that stuff, they closed because they were saying that was contributing to minors doing it, and the ones that died weren't on stuff that had been physically made by somebody, and still smell the soy sauce.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I have never gone to ours, so I can't say yeah they're good or they're not good. Now, like our grocery store, Praise Chopper, they have fresh fish brought in all the time. Yeah, and it was put in the Jewel, is what they were smoking. But, they took it upon themselves that, let's just ban everything instead of just cracking down on the places and on people. But, then to crack down on a citizen, you're going to have a couple narcs, and then that turns into a whole big thing.
Hmm.
Yeah, I know. But here, if California passes a law, then New York State will pass the same law, and vice versa. Now, just like California, for quite a few years, been trying to figure out how to keep tractor trailers out of California. Well, you can only haul a rail car so far. It can't get from a train track to downtown LA at a facility. And mainly the reason why they want to do it is because what makes it dangerous out there is, say the speed limit for cars is 70, the speed limit for tractor trailers is 50. And then they wonder why there's accidents. And you're talking like 4 lanes of highway going each direction, and that's not even at like a merge point.
Lazy puppy dog. What are you doing over there? What are you doing?
Who?
Bear, what is he doing?
As usual.
Being lazy as usual. Being lazy as usual. What you doing? I'm just laying around. Huh?
Oh yeah. I mean, I've been to California so many times, and I was stuck in LA for 7 weeks, so I learned real quick how to get around LA without touching the interstate because it was so stressful during rush hour traffic.
Mm.
And God forbid there's an accident, and they will not let you over. I mean, I love LA, like just the way it's set up, like the good areas. Granted, there's bad areas to every city, but it's definitely not a truck friendly state. And they make it even more dangerous for us than they do anyone. Yeah, uh, these ones are disposable too, and you can recharge them. And what do they last? Like 2 weeks? They last almost 2 weeks, I think. These are vapes. Right around 2 weeks. And they're only. Oh, here comes Troublemaker. He must be done yelling at the frickin' TV.
Yep. Here he comes.
They won 4-1. I yelled at them. They started playing better. They heard me. Oh, happy. The thing that scared me when Bergeron got a puck in the face right underneath the visor. He's all right. So how's it going, Tasha?
It's going.
That's good.
Tired. Frustrated.
Well, what's up? What are you mad for?
Just frustrated.
One of these nights, huh?
More like a day. I don't know. Just a weird.
It's just one of these days you get frustrated, and get down or whatever. Everybody goes through it.
Yeah, I see my primary Monday.
Oh yeah.
For because we can find out if the medicine she put me on is working. I'm gonna tell her you better double or triple the freaking dose.
What are they helping?
I get immune to stuff super quick.
Yeah.
So like I could be on something for like a month and it help.
Yeah.
And then a couple months after that month.
Yeah. Everything comes back on you.
Yeah.
Wow. Must have a strong immune system or something. Whatever.
I'm that way to all meds, even morphine, all that kind of stuff. Like morphine might knock you out. Say, they give me the same dose, I'd be sitting here looking at you, watching you sleep or whatever.
Hey, looking at the doctor.
But
Hey, you
now,
look at the doctor. Hey, look at the that helped me. What happened? What are you doing?
the only time it messes with me is like when they put you on the pain pump.
Yeah.
And you can push the button like every so often.
Yeah.
And it only gives you like a minuscule amount, but whatever amount of time.
Yeah.
But when I had my first set of 4 spine surgeries,
yeah, well, that must
I was on the pain pump, plus meds, plus they'd come in and give me shots in my stomach.
Wow, they gotta make you numb, huh? And numb you up, right?
No, it was just another pain medicine.
Oh, must be really was in pain, huh? Wow.
After the first 2, my very first 2. That's when he went in to do my disc.
Oh yeah.
Probably like 3 days later, my right leg hurt so bad.
Oh, did it? Wow.
I told the nurse, I'm like, you need to pack my leg in ice or I'm going to rip it off.
Did she?
So, yeah. I had them put a sheet around my leg and pack both sides of it with ice packs.
Wow.
Because that's
really
the only
good,
thing that kept it from hurting was for it to be ice cold.
Oh, okay.
So,
yeah. Wow.
When they brought me back down to the operating room
to
do the nerve decompression, and I said, just so you know, my right leg, I said, is packed in ice. I said, you might as well cut that off. I said, while you're in there.
You said that to him?
Yeah.
What'd they say?
My doctor just laughed.
Oh. He didn't take you seriously.
Well, he's a spine surgeon, not an orthopedic.
I know, but you shouldn't say that. And then I cut it off, won't have any leg. I wouldn't say that.
Well, it's funny because they have like this big holding area.
Yeah.
When you go in the hospital that I was at, it can probably hold like 5 beds. And so I was talking away to my surgeon. Next thing I know, I'm waking up.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell? I said, I was in the middle of a conversation with you. I said, and he knocks me out.
That's funny when you do that and you're in surgery, right? You wake right up after you're all done.
And he's like, well, do you remember what we were talking about? I said, no, I don't. I said, but it was a little rude. So then for the next one, they brought me in the OR awake.
Yeah. Well, really?
Yeah. And so they get me off the bed onto the, the little skinny table. You feel like you're going to fall on the floor.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's literally just wide enough for your butt. Well, you got to realize, though, like to operate on your back, they knock you out and you're laying on your back.
Yeah, I know, huh?
So then they have to manhandle you.
Oh.
But the anesthesiologist like, well, I'm going to start giving you a little bit. I'm like, sure, a little bit. I said I'm like, I should have enough brain power to just fight you a little bit. And then the next set of 4
that
I had, I'm like, can I just stay awake and watch? They're like, what do you mean stay awake? I said, why can't I watch?
That hurts when they do that to you. They know you think you were in pain.
He's like, because if you watch, he's like, especially with what we have to do, he said, you'd probably want to flinch. I said, yeah, but I said, if you shut that part of it off, I said, I ain't going to be able to flinch.
They ain't gonna let you do that.
He said, I just want to watch.
You're crazy. When I get hit by a car, my leg was all messed up. I didn't want to look at it. Then they put me to sleep, and I would say, all right, put me to sleep and do what you have to do. I asked the ambulance guy, I lose my leg or something. I was all upset, right? It looked terrible. No, you just got a broken leg. That's all. You're not going to lose it.
Yeah, those patches never worked for me either.
You must have been a lot of pain when you got that hurt yourself. Wow. More pain than I was in.
Well, I've had 12 surgeries on my actual spine itself.
Oh, 12. Wow.
The 13th one was to put my spinal cord stimulator in, which shuts my nerves off.
Oh, well, yeah, that's good, huh?
But let me tell you,
Mike Wolf here.
All those 12 surgeries, all the one time, than having that one surgery with that spinal cord stimulator. Because they cut you 6 inches between your shoulder blades.
Yeah.
Then they run a steel rod under your skin.
Oh.
Down to the other hole.
Oh, shit.
And then they pull the electrical lead up and hook it into my spinal cord. Those doctors only wanted to give me Tylenol.
Them doctors are idiots.
You can ask my mom and Jamie. I screamed every time I had to move. And the bed was self-adjusting.
Yeah.
So every time you changed position, the bed would go bzzz, and you could feel like it moving and stuff, like airbags to adjust the pressure. I'm like, can you just unplug the frickin' bed?
Was that the special bed they had for you?
No, that's just how Albany Med's beds are.
Oh, okay.
Like self-adjusting. Now, see, when I had my ones out in Buffalo, the beds there, you can adjust them yourself. Like you can adjust the firmness, the softness,
the coolness, the hotness, and everything, huh?
Yeah, everything you could adjust on those beds. Not Albany Med. You might as well just thrown me on the floor and stomped on me a couple times because that's what it felt like.
Really? So you
Time
want,
that bed moved. Hey, Berta Bob. His mom stayed with me at the hospital, and this was like shortly after they brought me out. I think I asked him for something with the pain, and he was talking about Tylenol. I said, "You done? You better bring me the whole frickin' bottle. The hell's frickin' Tylenol gonna do?" I'm like, "You better get on the horn to my surgeon." And I mean, they're lucky that he didn't have me adjusted. My Boston Scientific rep didn't have like everything turned on because I'd have left then.
Hey, Mother Hen. Good evening, Mother Hen.
so what did your surgeon do? Give you a big pain medication?
No,
What the hell is
they
wrong?
gave me some medicine, but
Didn't help, huh?
nope. And then they still had me on a pretty good stream of the IV fluid.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think happens when they're putting cold fluid in your body? It's gonna make you have to go pee.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what killed me because every like 15 minutes I had to go pee. So then I had to keep getting out of bed.
Oh, that sucks.
I no. And the worst part is when my spinal cord stimulator has to be replaced, where do you think I have to go? The same hospital.
Oh yeah. So how you getting around all right? Are you walking all right? Can you walk around?
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, I can tolerate a lot of it.
Oh wow.
But
You must have a lot of pain when you walk, huh?
the nerve pain is gone. I
Oh.
mean, the nerve pain is there, just the machine blocks it,
Oh, okay.
so I don't feel it.
Hmm.
But it doesn't take care of the bone on bone pain that I have,
Oh yeah, I got them both knees.
in my back. And I have like a mild curvature in my spine.
Wow.
So every time he'll like get me adjusted into one spot, my spine and my muscles, because I'm in such a severe spasm all the time, it
Yeah.
just pulls my spine.
Oh man.
So every level he fixes, another one will rupture. So eventually he'll have to go on and do a couple more.
Oh.
How you doing tonight, Berta Bob? But my surgeon, I love my surgeon, my spine surgeon. Now, all of the 12 surgeries
Yeah.
could have been prevented
Why what'd they do?
because the doctors here kept telling me that I didn't need surgery.
You don't mess around with someone's spine.
So when he showed me my MRIs, okay, you have little tunnels that your
Yep.
nerves go through for
Yeah.
each of your facet joints and
Yeah.
stuff like that. They come off like fingers.
Yeah.
Well, mine, the right side was almost fully pinched shut on my nerve.
Yeah. Wow. Shit.
Yeah, see what mom said?
Ready to grab someone by the throat that night. I feel so bad for my daughter. She was in law was so strong. She said she was
Yeah.
so strong. Wow. I would have. Well, they did something to Mike. If they're not gonna help me, I'll sue the hell out of them too.
All I gotta say is they should be lucky that my dad wasn't alive anymore. Because if dad and mom were there, those doctors would have been in some serious trouble.
People do so many wrong things in the surgery. I tell you.
Well, when they bring you into like basically like a holding tank, I call it, after surgery, because they're not putting you in a room because you're just outpatient, but they're still keeping you for the night.
Yeah.
Those people don't care. If they put you in an actual room, or like most of my surgeries for my spine, when I came out, I was in ICU.
Yeah.
For a couple of days.
Mm-hmm.
Those people care.
Yeah.
But when they have you in that section of the hospital,
yeah, I know they don't care.
They don't care.
They should care, but they don't.
And I don't know. That I dread having to go in and have it replaced, and life expectancy for it's only 10 years. And I had it done in 2018.
Well, they had to do it over again?
They'll have to replace the machine.
Wow.
So long as they don't have to replace the lead, it won't be like as excruciating.
Yeah.
Because where the machine is like in your love handle.
Oh yeah.
On the back side.
Ooh. Yeah.
So that is just a little cut like this, and they just go through and pop the machine out and unhook the lead.
Yeah.
But if they have to do the whole thing again, then I have to go through the same exact thing.
Okay.
6 inch cut between the
I just
shoulder.
hope you just have to pop it out and put another one in. That's what I hope for you. That'll be terrible if they go and do another operation on you. That's stupid.
Yeah, right now, my machine that I have is still the best on the market.
Oh, really? That's good. Should I pop it up and put another one in, you think, right?
Well, that's what they're saying already, and I had to put in an 18.
Yeah.
And it's Boston Scientific, so they'll just come out with a better one, and they're actually working on perfecting one that is MRI compatible, because I can't have an MRI.
Yeah.
Because the magnets from the machine will burn me from the inside out.
Oh, wow.
It'll fry that machine.
And kill you too. I want that to happen. Did they know that they got that in you and you can't take an MRI?
Well, what the problem with not being able to have it is like with my knee. He can't see like any type of soft tissue damage I may have in there. All he can go by is an x-ray, which is only going to show bone.
Yeah.
Which showed all the bone floating around in my knee.
Yeah.
But I think there's more going on with my knee than what he thinks is going on with my knee.
Yeah.
But being he can't look to see if I have any torn muscle or tendons or ligaments or any type of soft tissue damage, I have to deal with it unless I can get him to just cut the damn thing open.
Yeah.
Because my knee still hurts just as bad as before he did my surgery.
Oh, well.
And it's still full of fluid. I'm on medicine for the fluid, which is not taking it away, which is also putting more pressure on my joint.
That's not good. They should let fluid stay in your knee and nothing. That causes a blood clot. Watch.
Well, typically the medicine they give you, it typically does work. I've been on it before, but for whatever reason,
Oh, it helps you. Why you got it in to help your knee?
yeah, I have excess fluid in there right now. My knee's like it feels like a sponge.
Oh, really? Wow.
But the medicine is not working.
Okay.
And then the more I'm up and doing stuff, the more fluid buildup that gets in there.
Oh, wow.
But see, they had a couple of stimulators where they're testing the whole MRI compatibility, but they didn't have enough signals
Yeah.
in the machine to control people's pain.
Oh, okay.
So, like, say, with the MRI compatible one, it only has, say, 5 signals.
Wow. How many did they have in the other one?
And plus, it doesn't give you the readings like mine does.
Yeah.
Like, I think mine has like 20.
Yeah.
And he can control when I go in and I have my rep adjust everything. He can move the signal up,
Yeah.
down, put it intense at one section, and fade off at a different one. But with
Yeah.
the other ones, they didn't have all that capability. So they're still working on getting one where it'll have all the signals to control the nerves.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that don't help, Ruta Bob.
So that's what you have in your spine. Your thing controls all the nerves so it won't hurt you. You can move around better, huh?
Before I had the machine,
Yeah.
My legs would give out.
You couldn't walk on them, huh?
Like I'd be walking, all of a sudden it felt like I had no legs and I'd fall.
Wow. So that machine helps you walk and shit?
Yeah.
Wow. Man.
Without it, I could not function.
Oh, wow. That must be a scary thing to have, man.
Yeah, because I would fall all the time.
Oh, wow.
And I'd have to catch myself because I didn't want to land on my back.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So I'd have to like catch myself.
All the time, huh?
And I fought for years trying to get the machine, and most of it could have been prevented.
Yeah.
But doctors ain't gonna say, "Oh, well, I didn't say this," or "Oh, I didn't say that."
Of course, they ain't gonna say that.
Yeah, I can't either, really, James. But maybe by the time they'll have it perfected, where won't have to worry about it. Because I mean, really, the machine that's in my back is only about this big.
Oh, that's all that big? Oh.
It's about the size of a hockey puck.
Oh, okay.
But not as thick. Maybe a little bit smaller than a hockey puck, but
oh yeah. So at least it helps you, right?
Yeah.
So that's good.
Well, yeah, I mean, they know what they're doing, but it's still going to take a lot to be able to perfect something like that.
You'd be surprised. They might do it. They might do it for you. If they do it, then you can, it'll help you better, right?
Well, hey, I got 5 more years.
You got 5 more years to live for that?
The way for the machine, yeah, 5 more years. before it has to be replaced.
Oh, 5 years, every 5 years?
10.
10? Wow. It's a long time.
So
Oh, yeah.
2028,
Oh, yeah.
I'll have to have it done. And I think that's another reason why he don't want to like left life expectancy to have knee replacement and hip and stuff. Those are all short lived too,
Yeah.
like 10 years.
You know what they told me? You know what the lady, my doctor said? He didn't say it to me, but he said you might need a knee replacement. The assistant came in and he said, "Never get a knee replacement. They don't work." She says, "Keep your regular knees and stuff, and just exercise, and you'll be all right." She says. That's what she told me. Stretch out, exercise, and I'll start doing squats and everything. That's what the guy told me, right? It builds your kneecaps up, builds it all in here and stuff, and makes you can walk on your legs again. Because my
Well,
legs,
it's okay if you can do those things, but like me, I can't.
yeah, I can do them. I can do them. I got bone on bone doing them anyways. The guy had bone on bone. He did it for about a year, and all his things on his knees were better because he did it. He sure told me what to do.
Have
Said,
a great night, James.
said do squats and stuff. I do squats. It don't even bother me. I do them. Don't even bother me.
Even just squatting down without like kneeling on my knees, I have a hard time standing back up.
You know what I do? I get down and do push-ups, right? And I got bad knees. I don't baby them. I get on my knees and I shoot myself back up on my flu. Like they taught me the martial arts in the service. I jump back up on my feet. And I'm like this. I'm all right afterwards. I push myself right off the floor and jump up right on my legs. I'm all right after.
Wayne's slithering away in his freaking chair over there.
Oh, look at him. He's down, way down. Guys must be sleeping.
He's doing sound because he's muted.
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah, sure. He's muted. There he is right there. He's laying down in his chair.
What the heck are you doing, Wayne? Stop laying down on the job.
Relaxing. I'm not sleeping. I'm relaxing.
You're always
Don't
freaking
lay on the job.
relaxing.
Oh, sir, don't lay on the job. Don't lay down on the job.
Yeah, right.
What are you doing?
He's always laying down on the job, Dave.
I'm hiding.
He's
It's like a freaking slinky over there in that chair.
I'm making Swinky. That's funny. What she comes out with.
I know. Go rub your eyes and yawn and hug your dog.
Come on up, Steven.
Go rub your eyes and,
Oh,
yawn.
hey, chase up Steven out, Wayne. It's coming up. Here we go.
All right.
And now he shuts up.
Oh, here he is. There's trouble. Here he comes. Oh, look at him. There he is. What's up, Steven?
What's going on, Dave?
Not much, man. That's what she said to me. Oh, here comes trouble.
So how long were the cops out there, Steven?
We got a lot of, well, it's what they call, that, well, the problem is they got a lot of, what they called is homeless people, and they got a lot of people that are desperate for money. We're living in what they call the economy that's bad. They blame it on the economy, but then the gas price is going up like crazy now.
It's around low now. Ain't going up. In Brockton, they're down to 2 something. Yeah, where are you at? Anyway, Steven?
I live in North Carolina.
It's down low, yeah.
But, and I look at like, well, you know, I say this. I said, well, people is going to buy things no matter what goes on.
Yeah,
Um,
it's true, Stephen. It's true.
um, if they got money, they'll spend it. If they don't, they won't. I mean, that's just the game plan there.
Yeah,
Um, it's like me. I have to spend money to make money.
that's what you have to do.
In the type of business I'm in, I got to spend money to make money. I can't just say, "Oh, I don't think I'm going to sell it." I know I'm going to sell it because I know I will. So it's like you put a price on it. There's
Yeah.
there's always going to be me for room for me to do a wriggle room if somebody tries to chew me down. There's always going to be that case.
Did
Um,
you, hey, Stephen, you ever have anybody come up to you and you offered them something, he gave you more money for it? Did you ever have that?
I have people right now. I have a couple of people that they never asked me no cents off, and they gave me double amount what that price was worth.
Oh, it's good. Good. You made some money out of it.
Really?
Um, like if I was asking $20 for a record, they'll give
Yeah.
me $100 for the record,
Oh, wow, that's cool. Well, you made some money, made a profit. Pretty good.
and just like that. I said I've never seen
You
people
made
like
an
that.
$80 profit there, guy. Wow.
Well, see what the guy that come from Boston 2 weeks ago. He bought $80 worth of stuff out of my thing, and he took it home to Boston.
Oh, wow, that's good.
And I said, a lot of the people that are out of state, they'll spend money because that's what they do. They get things for their grandchildren or
Yeah.
whatever
They'll
themselves.
find it where they want to find it. They come up out of state and do it. Right?
And you'd be amazed. We have a lot of Boston folks. We have a lot of New York people come in, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. You got all from down there is coming down here to look at the flea market. Why? Because a lot of times down south, you get the better flea markets. So um, down in Florida, they got huge flea markets. I wish I could go down there and just check them out. But
Oh, yes, you do. I've been to a couple of them down there. You can't even see everything in one day. Like physically go and actually look in detail at everything because
because
they just have tables upon tables.
Yeah, I know someone
and
who told me about that. Some guy told me
and
who likes to
and,
shop there
and
down in
the
Florida.
guy Ron in the back that sells the hot dogs, he said he used to live in Florida. He used to be at the one that's very big, one that you had to cross over a bridge to get over to the next side. They got five spots, vendors. Probably got over like thousands of vendors over there on the
Yeah, there
outside.
must be a lot of traffic too.
And so he said that you must clean up everything before you leave.
So yeah,
They're very strict on the vendors. You must
and
clean
you
up,
have to take hours and hours to clean it up. Huh?
take the trash and everything, put it in the trash can. Well, they got that. I mean, they got trash cans and stuff like that. I mean, they got workers and stuff, but boy, they're very tight with their stuff. Boy, but over there, you can set up outside, and on a pretty day, you could probably make a killing of money. That's what he said.
And if you have a lot of stuff, you can. You got a lot of good stuff that people want to buy and stuff. Now that's where the money is.
But like up in here in the flea market where I'm at, oh
Yeah.
my God, I don't know what happened to him. I said, this must be a ghost town up here. God almighty, I can't get nobody to come in here, and and I'm gonna have to do a lot of advertisement on my son of a
I
gun.
know.
And ever since his daddy died, his daddy used to bring in a lot of customers. And man, I don't know what happened. And I said, I think sometimes a owner, if you got to be careful how you put people out
Yeah.
of the flea market. Don't be more aggressive because that's going to look bad on you, and it's not going to look good when somebody puts you in the business bureau and say that you're no good. You're not a good flea market. Um, because people
And
won't
then
go
no one
right.
they say that, no one will show up anymore.
So I said, shh. So Ron in the back is going to try to hunt down another flea market. He's going to let me know. I said, well, I can go where anybody goes and put my stuff up because I know it will sell.
Maybe I get a good place for you. You can sell all your stuff and stuff all the time.
He said it'd be dirt cheap if he finds another place, but it's going to have to be inside because he ain't going to have it outside.
Yeah. Yeah. And people come inside and look at the stuff, huh?
Well, this is the only inside flea market that's very nice. That's what I'm talking about. And he wants me to go into a bigger spot because he said if you get a bigger spot, Wayne, I guarantee you people's going to go in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, he said you'll make more money than you ever been dreaming of.
Yeah.
But you got to have the right stuff so people can go in and be clean and neat.
Mm-hmm.
But nobody don't want to go into a junk
A
booth. They
dirty
want to
place
go.
and stuff. No one going to a dirty place. I mean,
Yeah. He he had a woman that he had kicked out this week because she had so much stuff. Said it was a fire hazard, and she got mad at the owner. And you know what Bruce said?
well,
You shut up and you get your stuff out because I'm tired of your lip. He said if whatever the fire marshal says, you got to go by what the fire marshal says. Get your stuff lower enough so it's a fire code. They can't. It's a safety code they have to go by.
so she leave.
She left. She got mad at Bruce. Bruce said it's not my fault. It's the fire marshal's fault. It's the fire marshal. They get on to everybody that if it's a fire hazard, they know what a fire hazard is. They know
Yep.
exactly. You know
Yep.
they're protecting you so in case you got a fire, you won't die. That's the
And
pain.
that's true. Yeah.
I mean, come on, people, get sense. I mean, you can't blame him. You blame. Go in and talk to the fire marshal. If you got something to say to the fire marshal, maybe they can chew you down a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
These people wants to fight the owner
People always
of the
want to
building.
fight or something.
I said, man, come on, get real. And then we had one person. That he had kicked out because he thought that it took three months to get him out of the building. He thought it was a storage unit, and he said, "This ain't a storage unit. This is a flea market." And
What a stupid
so,
ass.
so
What a
he
stupid
he
ass.
said he says he says well, finally got him out because he had excuses all up in his brain, and he said every day he says, oh, something come up, blah blah blah, something come up, and he finally he said if you don't come this weekend and get your stuff out, I'll take the stuff out myself and I'll put it in the back and I'll sell it myself to get my money. And he got his stuff that weekend, moved out, and he said goodbye, and I said goodbye too because you were a lazy sapsucker. He was a lazy sapsucker. That's what he was. He would never come in, and everybody wanted to know how much that was. He never showed up in at all for 3 weeks. And I said, "Man, these people don't want no money, do they?" And me and me and the guy that was the partners, we looked at each other and said, "These people are going crazy. Where are they at? They're supposed to be here every Saturday and Sunday, and they don't."
Or laying in their bed at home, don't even care for it.
They said, "Oh, we're gonna play lazy today." Well, play lazy all you want to, but you're gonna be out of here. That's what Bruce said. You can sleep you can have all the excuses in the book, but you ain't gonna go over top of me. And see, Bruce is kind of like a big guy. He's like a big guy when and so I said, "Oh Lord, don't want to mess with Bruce because he'll knock you down." And so he
Hey,
so
Jody.
you know uh, the only problem that he ever had was like there was a customer that come in and called him something or whatever, and 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 she comes revving it up and says, blah blah blah, you're racist, blah blah blah, and Bruce says, I'm not racist. He says, if I was racist, I wouldn't even talk to you. And 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 finally, um, they told her to leave about 3 times, and she was trying to start this, and he pointed at her and says, and he got his phone and called his friend that was the sheriff, and finally they got her out of the building.
They have a lot of funny. They all have a lot of trouble in that flea market, man. Damn.
Man, they have so much trouble with vendors.
Really?
Um, not only with customers. Now sometimes they have homeless people come off the darn street,
Yeah.
causing some problems, and and they're trying to sell drugs in the building. He had to kick them out as soon as in 5 minutes. He had to chase one guy out of the building. It took about 30 minutes to get him out of the building. And everybody around there had an escort, had to block them. He went away around the block. He tried to come over with me and somebody else was, and he turned around the opposite, and he tried to run and all this stuff, and he tried to knock. He went in somebody's food that was closed, knocked the stuff down, busted everything in sight up there. It was just so funny. I said, "This guy has got to be on drugs," and it was because he was floating, boy. You could tell where he was just floating, and I said, "He's floating all right. He's gonna be floating out the door." That's what Bruce said. When he got out the door, when he got out the door, he locked the door so he won't come back in.
Yeah. What a hell of a thing you have. What a hell of a flea market that is.
Man, we got all the vendors. With all the vendors that's there, pretty much they got a gun on them,
Oh, really?
and
They got a guy got flags to carry it.
yeah. So I said, "Oh God," but I don't have a gun, but I'm working on getting me one. So me and my dad's gonna go down and get ours. So, but
You don't know what place you're going to end up in. You need a weapon.
of course, I need one right here at my house in case somebody comes up in my house and try to act like a jackass.
Yeah.
And we got idiots up in our neighborhood now, so
Oh, yeah.
I better get my darn gun because if I don't, it's gonna be a civil war up here.
But we mean a WWF Battle Royal, hitting chairs on their head and stuff, throwing bottles at them. Hit them.
I said, "What next?" And I saw what they're talking about. I saw some wrestlers they were talking about. Is it what was his name? He's one of the older wrestlers that used to be wrestling or whatever.
Yeah.
He came back, whatever. Oh, Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes. That guy
And
stayed in AEW, man. He comes back and when we fighting, he was thinking he's fighting Seth Rollins. Maybe his chest all red and hurt his shoulder. Yeah, it was all messed up. Yeah, he had
who
surgery.
was the guy? Is it MJ? Is it called MJ? Is his name?
No, NJF or something. Yeah, he's in AEW, the biggest chicken in the world. No
He
one defend his title.
he comes out with his thing and he says, "I'm the best wrestler ever." And he picks these people to wrestle these other people, and 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 I looked at it like you're a fool, and 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 so it's just like, oh my word, what in the? Because I was about to get him because it was an action figure of him,
Yeah.
and because people will buy him because he's one of the top wrestlers right now that everybody likes a little bit in a way.
You got the AEW championship. John Moxley's going to get that back. Brian Daniels will get
Then
it.
there's a woman. I can't think of her name. Is it Tony or something like that? She used to be on WWE.
Yeah.
A lot of them women. A lot of them women was.
Sarera's over there, who used to call Paige. She's over there.
But when I was on WWE, I saw what's his name is Booker, I think. Booker. He used to wrestle too. He don't
Now
wrestle no
Booker
more.
T, right? Booker T.
Yeah, he was a good wrestler at one time. He did a lot of moves that everybody thought he was a good wrestler at one time.
He's in good shape right now. He's not wrong. He has no medical problems. He's in good shape for an old guy.
But now I'll tell you what, the Uso brothers, they're doing it. They're doing it, and Roman Reigns is like, hey, he's the one that a lot of people is after. Um,
I know.
but he's just a talented guy. He's like The Rock. I mean, come on. I mean, he's just like that. I
He's
mean,
gonna retire pretty soon. Do what Rock's doing. He's gonna go in the movies after a while. He's gonna quit doing wrestling. He's gonna do
it's
wrestling.
just like John Cena. He came back with WWE. I ain't seen him doing nothing.
Yeah, he
And
came back to WWE, right, and he lost. He got pinned and beat. They kicked it. The guy kicked his butt and beat him, pinned him.
I think
Tried
he's
to
got a.
the guy
don't he got a-
slammed him and beat him. That was it. The
I
fight.
think he's got a new movie or something.
He always has a new movie. No, he's doing now. He's got this Hefty channel, right? Hefty. Do you ever see him on that channel?
Thank you, Jody.
Hey, he picks up the car. He said he smelled the meal that their lady was cooking. And he told him what kind of meal was it. How'd you know that? I got a good nose for smelling. He said. And your dog. And he says your dog needs a bath. He said. And you should get these trash bags. I won't have to smell your food you put in your bag. You're so fun,
Really dropped that ball.
I know one thing. The NFL is gonna be tight. All I gotta say is gonna be tight.
You don't know who's going to win that. No one knows anything. No one knows who's going to win that.
Because it's like you got the Giants is playing the Eagles, and Giants is they make a comeback like what they did. Oh my! I'm just telling you, Giants they're not playing. They're like right there. I mean, you got Dallas playing the 49ers on Sunday evening. But I gotta say this. I think the 49ers is going to beat Dallas because
You don't know, man. Dallas could beat the 49ers, too.
Yeah, so it could go both ways. You got a
Now, let me tell you something about this football. It's going to be down to the wire. It's going to be a toss-up. Someone new going to win it. That's it.
Tacky,
That's it for that.
happy birthday, you old goat.
What's your birthday?
Yeah,
Whose birthday? is it?
February 1st.
I say old goat.
I know, because I saw 14 days, I'll be 45. February 1st
Well, that's
is my
February,
birthday.
right? February 14th?
1st is my birthday.
Oh, okay.
Well, I think the Jaguars and the Chiefs is going to be a good game.
You think I was going to be 20?
But on
Wish
Sunday,
I could go back and be 20 again, because I'd have had 12 kids instead of 2.
Bengals and the Bills is going to be tight.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know. The Bengals are a good team, too. But the Bills seem to come on top like beat the other team. They can usually come out good and playing. That quarterback.
I just think it's going to be like, oh man, whatever happens, happens.
Right.
You got to have your A game. You got to have your A game. You got to have your A game on. If you're not, you might as well just suck wind.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're supposed to get snow tomorrow and Friday, and then Sunday 5 to 8.
Oh wow, getting all
5
the
to
snow.
8. What the hell are you doing over there? What are you doing, Tasha? What are you bringing that snow over there for? What the hell's with you, man?
I ain't getting none. You
Do
can have
something
all.
with it.
You
Well,
can have
Wait,
all. I ain't getting none.
I pray for Wayne to bring me pie, but he don't do that, so I got to pray to Mother Nature to give me some snow. At least then I could, make a homemade ice
Hey,
cream.
you have all the snow, and I'll have all no rain.
Go ahead. Don't brag, Wayne. We could get a big snowstorm.
And
When,
Have a good night, Jody.
I want, and I say won't get no snow. She'll get it all, we won't get none. She'll
we got a
have
little.
it all for us.
Hey,
We got a
Mother,
little bit, Wayne. We got a little
where
bit.
is the ice cream maker
I
from when I was a kid? My mom made ice cream with snow.
Wow, it'll freeze up.
You can have all the snow, and I'll have the sunshine.
No, sunshine is all rain. It's mixed.
That's all right.
We're gonna have all mixed with rain and snow all week long, Wayne. So
You can have all.
maybe 2
Where
days of
is the
sunshine.
ice
That's it.
cream
It's Saturday
maker?
and Sunday. That's it. The rest is
She can have all the snow. I'll have the sunshine. It will come soon, 'cause it stays slow. How you like that?
Wayne, I'll be politer. I'd tell you what you could go and
I can imagine. I can imagine when you
here we go again. I'm just watching.
tell you what under that eggplant you can suck.
You know what? You're so funny. I have to laugh at you. I really do.
Why?
You know,
Why am I funny?
Who you are?
anything you do, you're funny. No matter what it is. Get me
No
laughing
matter what
all
you
the time.
say, you're funny.
That's why I get a good laugh when I come
I
on your
don't
chair.
have to do anything. Just sit here and just watch Wayne cackle, 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 and then you start laughing, and I'm just sitting here not paying attention.
No, I was laughing at you because you by your eyes, but your eyes are going, how you the reaction on your face, and I start
What
laughing.
happened to him? You left
And then you always come out with something. If he says something, you always come out with something to fill the hole and make Wayne
Well, I
laugh.
got to keep up with him somehow.
You do a good job. Doing him going back and forth.
Right there.
You got a rooster, and I'll play with that bird.
Well, maybe I'll just shave my head down as bare as Wayne, so it can be smooth as a baby's butt.
And
I'll leave your hair
put it
alone, Doc. Your hair looks
around the
fine.
rooster, and I'll walk around your yard, and I'll teach him how to bark in
You're
your
gonna
back
get a
like a dog
tattoo
and
up there that says "Wayne, bring me pie now."
A tattoo on the head, Wayne, bring me pies you're gonna put on the head. That would look funny.
I love that rooster. I want to make a pet out of him. I put him on
You
the
didn't
leash.
leave your house, so how are you gonna make a pet out of the rooster? You said
And
you
I
wouldn't
want
even come over here if I come and pick you up. So how are you gonna befriend my rooster?
Yeah, I know.
I'll pick him, put a saw chain on him. I'll make him beg
That was
like a
funny
dog.
what your mom said. That was funny when you get him drunk and pull the tail feathers off. That was so funny. Your mother
That would
said
be funny. That would be hilarious.
that was funny that when she said she's gonna get him
I
drunk
hate
and
to
pull
tell
the
your mother
tail
this,
feathers off him.
Tasha. She can't get 10 feet near that rooster. You know that. Your mother couldn't get near that bird. You kidding me? You don't like her. So how can she gonna get near him to give him something to drink?
Sneak in his thing and put it in. Wayne said she could put some stuff in his water, make him wobble and get drunk.
That'll be something to see.
And you have it on tape, and you see the bird doing flips and wobbling.
Oh my god! I dropped my toy.
Don't you said about the weather? Don't one second about the weather. The weather in New England is wobbling. He said the New England weather is
Go out
wobbling.
and get it.
I'm laughing. But he said, "Oh, the New England weather is wobbling." I was laughing when Wonka said that.
Stupid is whether there's something wrong with the atmosphere. I think it's screwed.
I don't know.
It can't snow, and he snows a little bit with rain. That's it. It's not going to go nowhere with it.
You said Wayne said all season long it's not going to snow. Only a little bit, not a lot.
That's right. I did.
Wayne said it's going to stay warm, and so far he's right.
Got him.
No.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have weather.
We say no, he ain't right. He said,
No.
here she goes again.
I got something in my eye.
Yeah, right. You itchy my eye with a yawn. You hug your dog and go to sleep.
Yeah, you see what she's doing, Wayne? She's going like this.
I seen what you was doing.
I get it. When she does that, she gets me. When she does with the middle finger across the face, I start laughing. He's funny.
She gets David. Well, get all the rain. She can have all the snow.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
I took a pet out of that rooster. Put a leash on him.
Maybe he'll peck you when you run away.
I won't bother me.
Maybe he'll
I'm
peck
not
you.
kidding with
Hey,
birds.
maybe you peck the back of your legs, you'll fall down and start pecking. You'll say, "Oh,
I
help."
chase him around
Hey. He's got to physically leave the house first.
Yeah.
That's
I
the
told
best
him
one.
I'd come pick him up. And he can come over here and play with the freaking roof. Or I'll take him down. He can play with the freaking neighbor's goats. He can go across the street and play with the neighbor's jackass.
I'll play with the rooster. I'll put a leash on him. I'll pluck all his feathers out. He look like a bald-headed rooster. He look like the
And he can
drag,
go to
tackle drag.
So what if you go in there? What if you go? Let me tell you something. What if you go in there behind that fence and that rooster come on? Yo, shit.
Him come after me. I'll be today. I'll do the same thing to him.
Yeah,
Chase him around the car. I'll run around the cage. He'll run into the wall.
They showed this guy on YouTube, right? Hey, this is the truth. They showed this guy on YouTube. He had this film, right? He told his wife, that damn rooster comes after me. I'm going to kill him, right? So he comes around and pecked the guy right in the back of his head. He fell down, right? He started pecking him in his butt and shit. So he got up, he got off the ground, right? And he ran out of there. He goes, I ain't going that rooster again. That thing pecks me. The old guy couldn't do nothing, man. That rooster came at him, and the rooster pecked him in the butt in his back of his head, and he fell down. And he ran out of there afterwards. He ain't going to do nothing. And his wife said to him on the film, what the hell you go in there and say you're going to do something to him? You never do nothing. You get pecked all over your body, and then you complain me I have to help you with your head is all bleeding and everything. Don't be going in that cage anymore. My wife goes in. It was like the rooster likes her. Her husband must have did something to that rooster. The rooster was pecking him. He couldn't do nothing to him. I would have kicked the rooster in his butt, man. But you know how wild they are. I don't bother with that stuff. Trying to hurt the animal.
I won't hurt him. I'll make a pet out of him.
Out there, man, I want to mess with no rooster.
Oh, I would chase him around earlier and bang my freaking head right off the beam in the coop.
Huh? What'd you do?
I was chasing Henry in the coop, and we have two cross beams that go across.
You hit your head on him?
Trust me, I don't know how I still have a head left because I bang my head off of that thing every time I go
Really?
in there.
Holy shit. Wow.
Roll this, bro.
What's up, squirrel?
I love animals. I try.
And a cup of tea.
Well, so do I. Had to go tend a baby mouse tomorrow.
I laughed at that time when that rooster that you showed me in that film. He was where the kid got pecked in the rear end by him,
Oh yeah.
teasing him, and they were going after him.
Well, you gotta see, certain things like that are funny to a certain extent, but some of those videos with the roosters or another farm animal attacking a little kid is not funny after like the first 3 seconds.
Yeah, I know.
Because if I had a little kid and the rooster was chasing the kid around and trying to attack it,
So what
then
do you own to do?
put in the freezer.
So what do I own to do about it?
They video it, Dave.
And they laughing about it, huh?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, well, I got some dents up in there from that beam, Brutal Bob.
It puts some ice on your head.
Oh, I wouldn't want to tell you what happened to me when I was on the paper. Oh my God.
Yeah, he got hurt, man.
I got my head split open. I ran right into a beam. It was that thick, Tasha. Oh my gosh, that hurt. I didn't get a concussion. Lucky.
These are 4x4.
Wait, you told me you didn't feel it at first, huh?
I didn't.
The lady saw it. How'd you come out with a towel, huh?
I was bleeding out of my head. I didn't know I was bleeding. I didn't have no concussion from it. I whacked myself almost.
So you go to the hospital, get any stitches?
I did. It was in my head. I got the scar to show.
Oh wow, that must have been. So who brought you to the hospital when you got home?
Well, my mother did.
Oh, that must.
I ran into it. I didn't know I ran into it. I didn't fall
The
down.
lady says, "Oh my gosh, your head is bleeding. I'll go get you a towel." She said, "Huh?"
Yeah, she gave me about 10 towels to put on my head. I got gushing blood out of my head.
Wow, you could have blotted out and died.
Nah,
Serious shit.
I got all right. I got stitched up. I told the doctor, this not mean get it over with. I'm not gonna cry about it. Get it done.
So when I got my foot, I was going on the electric forklift. I was getting something out of the wheel, and Dan Smalley turns it on and gets my hand, right? I said, "What the hell did you turn that thing on? You know my hand was in there." "Oh, sorry, well, I just got to knock him out." I had to go to the hospital and get stitches, and I got to the hospital, and my finger was all cut up. And he goes, "I just stitch it. I don't care. Just stitch it up. I want to get back to work."
The guy says to me, man, you got a hard head. I said, you don't got a concussion? No, how the hell did you not get a concussion from? I said, well, I don't know. But just stitch me up. I don't need nobody to hold me down. Just numb it and stitch it. Get it over with. Again, I left.
I know.
Enough, he said.
Did it knock any sense into you, Wayne?
I didn't feel it when I hit it. I didn't have no feeling at all. It didn't bother me a bit.
Not like any sense into you, she said.
No, it didn't. I didn't have no sense. I had
That was
sense
funny, Tasha.
before, but I don't know. I just
That was fucking pretty funny.
rushing around for.
What you're saying is it knocked the sense out of you, not knocked the sense in you.
I know. He knocked
I don't
the
really
sense out
know
of me.
if I don't know if it knocked it out of me. Probably did. I don't know. I wouldn't tell you. I don't know. I didn't know it was there when I ran into it.
Couldn't even see it was dark out, huh, when you ran and went in there.
No,
Huh?
it wasn't dark. I was rushing for the stupid
Should have took your
paper.
time.
Stupid paper route. The damn rules. I said to them, I said, I didn't kill myself because of your stupid company.
Oh,
It wasn't worth the crap anyway.
yeah.
I would do
Not
that
worth
again.
to getting hurt over, that's for sure.
I know I didn't pay you enough.
No.
All the money, jerks. But they made us late. Get yelled at because they couldn't be cheap to fix their presses. Put rubber bands on them. So Mickey Mouse and get them to work.
Yeah, they break down on them, huh?
They replaced them. They were antique.
Should have replaced them.
Them cheap guys ever do anything like that, it'll be a miracle. They're cheap. They're too cheap to replace them. Kidding me? Too cheap. Not around no more. Boston, using Boston Globe presses. It's so darn cheap.
So what are they doing? Where are they now? Where they're not in Brockton anymore, are they?
They're using the Boston Globe presses to print their papers.
So they're in
Cheap
Boston now?
Yeah.
How'd you
Let
get
them
away
stay
with
in.
that?
I don't care. Let them go. Who cares? So it's so cheap they're doing anything with it anyway. Major Enterprise building out of an office complex now. Took the radio station out of there too.
I know they used to have a good radio station in there. Brockton wrecks everything, huh?
They do. All they think about is the mighty dollar over here.
And that's why Brockton's going to be a ghost. One of these days, Brockton's going to be a ghost town. Where they're doing things.
They do it does. They don't care about the city anyway. The guy came in Tasha's channel said that too. He lives in Plymouth. Said that PW Field Park's a dump now. It said.
It is. Everybody puts their tents in there now. Yeah, one of the side of the DW Fields Park, is they put tents in there now and they mess it up with all this junk they put in there and throw trash everywhere. They don't care.
Nope.
I talked to the guy from the DBW way, right? We're going to take care of that. We'll get the tents out. They didn't do nothing. They turned their eye about it. They don't care. I'm not going to tell them again.
They're lazy.
Mm-hmm.
So is the
I mean,
man.
in our reality, what do they think these people are going to do?
Yeah. I ain't going to say nothing about it anymore.
So I start some heat and then I'll see what happens.
Yep.
So I take a documentary film about it and give it to the networks. We'll see what happens. Fire will under someone's rear end.
One guy took he had a phone and he took a picture of the police station when he got out of jail. I guess the cops were saying something to him, and he took it on film and gave it to his lawyer. And I guess the guy sued the police station for trying to threaten him to put him back in and stuff. I don't know how he got a sue out of it, but he got a lot of money. So
Where the hell did Steven go to anyway?
I don't know.
Don't know.
I don't know where Steven went.
I'll tell you something, David, something later, all right?
Okay.
Yeah, Wayne.
What?
I don't know.
You don't want to know. It's not your interest in you anyway. So I tell him something afterwards.
It just works. Though.
Well, maybe it would be interesting to me, Wayne. How would you know?
Because I was told.
And who the heck would tell you such a fib?
It wasn't, it ain't a fib. Something that David might think was interesting.
I know, but you said I wouldn't find it interesting. So who told you the fib as to why I wouldn't find it interesting?
I got you on that one, Wayne.
You don't know the person I'm talking about. I do, but you don't. David knows who she is, but I'm not saying.
Oh, I know. I know who you're talking about.
No, it ain't that one.
Oh, it's not another one.
Yeah.
I've got that number in there.
Nothing to do with me though.
Oh,
I already have a sweetheart. I don't need one. I don't need another one. It's not me I'm talking about. I'm not gonna say I told him I wouldn't say it. I'll tell you what. I told him I wouldn't tell anybody else. I'll tell David off the YouTube because he knows who it is.
clear.
I don't say much on here.
Wayne, don't you know you need one for every day of the year for the rest of your life?
I have to share it now. It's all echoing.
The echo in Wayne's head.
Very funny.
I can hear it saying, "Is anyone in there?"
Oh,
It's dark in here.
yeah, whatever.
Ow,
Stop
ow, ow.
smoking that vapor. It's starting to go to your brain.
What's going to my brain?
You can't figure it out.
I don't smoke the wacky tobacco.
We don't either.
Because if I start smoking that stuff, I probably weigh 400 pounds.
What way?
Careful, it's the meeting of the minds over there. It's a dangerous situation.
Oh, well, that was nothing important. That was nothing important.
Now, how are you playing with a flip phone for?
Why am I playing with? You got games on here, old games I can play. I'm just trying to figure something out. I forget what I have things on here, but pictures. I'm trying to figure out where they are.
She's beating the Twizzler on the table.
I think she's losing her mind, man.
I know.
Oh wow.
She's smoking
Gotta
too
have a
many
mind of
those
You say you have no mind now. You don't have a mind. You don't have no mind's empty.
too much of those those vapors.
Here it is. I found it.
It don't pay to think, Dave.
You think too much, your head will hurt you.
Mm-hmm. That's why you shouldn't think a lot. See, that's why you shouldn't think a lot, cause you get in all the snow.
That's why I hang around with Wayne so I don't have to think.
Yeah.
And I sit here at home, not have to think about the snow. You'll get all the snow because you live in the woods, and that's why you get all the snow. Don't you know?
Yeah.
Wayne, I think you're about 11 eggs short of a dozen.
That's funny. I haven't heard that in a long time.
Oh, no.
My old guy used to say that all the time to his wife. This old couple. He used to say that all the time to his wife. The wife can't get the task he wanted her to do. And he said that to her. And I was over there helping him. And I started laughing, man. And she kind of
I did give him credit. I said 11. I could have said he was 12 eggs short of a dozen.
I know.
But no, you live in the woods. So you're a woodchuck. You live in the woods. All right?
No, the woods are back there. That's about open. Brother Bob, I couldn't afford that to drive it to the end of the driveway at 12 miles to the gallon. I'm going to turn my bicycle into something that has tracks. Ride my bicycle down the road in the snow.
I'm gonna get an electric bike I'm gonna get one of the electric bikes and drive around with them. I'll drive down the street and I'll be going like a car.
really nice.
Then I get home fast and my by itself. I go home fast and I pull in my driveway like a car. Them bikes are cool. You put the thing on and they go fast. Shit.
Yeah, but they're not cheap.
Well, you can buy the pieces from Wish. I know they won't be cheap, but hey, you put them on your bike, it works.
What the hell up?
Oh,
Your dog, Wayne.
Oh, I never saw you do that before. You waved the head. Your head was going.
Here, you want me to wave my tail at you?
look at the dog laying down, being lazy. Won't listen to you at all. Lazy thing that is. He's chewing on something.
Hey, Josh is unpredictable. You never know what she's gonna do on a channel. You gotta wait. It's like a. You gotta wait for the next episode and see what's gonna happen. Like I had this lady, right? And Mary, she lives in Pennsylvania, and she's really friends with me. We call brother and sister. And I say to her all the time, she was on there talking to me. I said, "Yo, well, you never know what's gonna go on. Yo, I'm crazy, yo." And she said, "You're right." And she started laughing. So I wrote a poem for her about a plum crazy house. So she read. I sent it to her on her, on her page, and she came back. She said, "I never laughed so hard in my life. She's made me funny. She's made me laugh." She said, "Oh, so fucking kind of funny." That's why I send the songbook to. I'm almost done with it. So I'll send it to her next week.
I need to build them my muscled up till they're like that.
What's that? Yeah. I work on my way.
As much as I sit here in this, I should just go get my barbell and sit here and start curling.
Yeah, I do that all the time. I curl these weights here. These ones I curl. These heavy ones. I don't get any more than 10 pounds. I do 10 pounds and that's it.
They make good anchors for the boat too.
Yeah.
So now it's a waiting game. Talk to the dude's insurance today.
Oh yeah? What they have to say?
They're gonna be sending their adjuster out to look at it, and I told her, I'm like, pretty sure it's totaled.
Second time they damaged that car and they finally killed it. One kid damaged it and then someone ran into her. What bad luck you have, I'm telling you. That sounds like bad luck. Broke the back window on you. Damaged the back end. And
he's in jail.
And then someone ran head onto it and they killed it for sure. It was like in a smash up.
And the whole thing is the cops didn't give him a ticket.
I know.
But yet his insurance company and mine both agreed that he was 100% at fault.
Yep.
Well,
and the cop did not give him a ticket.
That cop must have knew him or something. So he's going to get away with it. He can get away with nothing.
Nope. He's going to get the high premium, right, on his insurance. He's going to
now, my no-fault insurance will pay for her medical.
Yeah, well, that's good.
If her elbow doesn't heal and requires, I got to get her medical records, which the hospital never called me back, which doesn't surprise me. Because if there's any serious injury that loss of limb or broken back or broken bones, then that would be, they would have to compensate her for it. But knock on wood, she wasn't seriously injured. Her elbow still hurts and her jaw hurts from the airbag because she was driving with her hand up here on the steering wheel like that.
That's
So when
crazy.
the airbag went off, it threw her back like this.
Oh man! Wow.
So that her elbow probably hit the column.
Wow. Not good. I had the old snow from last year on this phone a couple of years ago. I had my whole back. Yeah, it was always snow, and I took a picture of it.
The whole thing is it's weird that all happened one time. Someone damaged the back window and put a dent in the back of the car. Then someone ends up hitting the front end. What the hell is it? That's really stupid, isn't it? It's like that car was looking
The
for
whole thing is the first incident could have been avoided, but she don't listen to me.
But what happened?
So she always tries to find out the hard way.
She didn't listen
and
to
then
you.
tries to me that nobody gives enough. And that this and that because that's how kids are. I told her, I said, next time I tell you to stay away from somebody, I said, you better listen. I said, because if something like this happens again, don't call me. Don't call me. Call your father.
Yeah, who she live with anyways? Who she live with?
She lives with her boyfriend now.
Cut that off.
But she was engaged for 5 years.
Oh my gosh.
And then there was some issue there and they broke up. Which that kind of peeved me off because all the freaking work I had to do getting furniture from my grandmother and bringing it to their house.
Yeah, helping her out.
Pots and pans and this and that, and then he just leaves it all there. If I'd have known that, I'd have come up there and loaded it all on my truck and brought it and stuck it somewhere.
Yeah.
Because it took us all day to get that big couch out of my grandmother's house.
Oh, really? Wow.
And then also a bed.
Yeah.
Things that you do, man, your mother has to do for a kid. And the kid doesn't appreciate it. Must piss you off. Really.
Girls are worse than boys. Boys will do stuff. Boys will do stuff stupid, like.
The boys would have said, "Thank you. I need this."
Chasing a deer through a cornfield or whatever.
Yeah.
Girls are 100 times worse because they think that you're telling them not to do it to be mean.
Yeah.
Now, granted, I had money issued when I was her age. Well, when I was a teenager. But if I'd have done anything that, like, she's done, I would have had my butt handed to me on a platter. Along with my teeth next to it. That's the difference.
Yeah.
She was lucky she didn't get killed in that accident. That's what I'm saying.
The guy is lucky that he didn't kill my daughter in the accident.
That's what I'm saying.
Because he'd have been right there. Going in a black bag.
That's dangerous.
And he's lucky that I just let the rage part ways to get to my daughter. because that whole situation should not have happened.
I know.
But then I tell her all the time, you know, there's lots of times I would like to go and do something. There's lots of times I'd like to get in a car and just go for a ride. But I don't have the extra money to be going and doing that.
So next time
And
you
that's
take,
get through her thick head is just because you have $20 doesn't mean you put that $20 in for gas and then go driving around and then try to figure out where you're getting gas from.
you gotta
I
start taking,
don't go anywhere unless I absolutely have to.
no, Tasha, you gotta learn to look after yourself too. You know? So, sometimes.
Yeah, but see, you know, common sense is not, you know, something that's common anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, to me, if I have $20, I don't care if it's my best friend and I haven't seen her in, say, 20 years.
Yeah.
If I had $20 and that's all I had, and it was, okay, do I go to do that? Or do I save the $20 to buy the milk and the bread I'm going to need at the end of the week?
Yeah.
Everybody around here uses diesel, Brutal Bob.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to get through to her, but
Did she ever learn the lessons? What's happening to her? Or, no.
I guess she hasn't found out the hard way
And she's
or
still,
hard enough way yet.
Just hope she
But
knows
if I end up getting her another car from this whole thing, everything's going in her name and I will fully be done.
yep.
Mm.
I don't know. Most of ours, a lot of ours don't have gas tanks. It's all diesel tanks.
Mm.
And if they have gas, it's normally a couple 5-gallon cans.
Just how weird that
I
all
mean, I don't want
happened.
anything bad to happen to my daughter or anything like that, but she really needs to get her head out her butt.
I know.
No, it took me a while. It took me a long time, but the difference between me and her is I was married at 18.
You was? Wow, that's young.
The things that are happening, man, I think someone will learn something from it. Not, I don't
I
know.
can go upstairs for a minute. Be back.
I worry. I know the mothers worries all the time about their kids. I know that. I know a lot of
Brutal Bob,
married
that
people.
car that got wrecked is the only car that I've ever bought her. Everything was always on her father, and that's because he made hundreds of thousands of dollars compared to the maybe 30 I made.
I don't know, man. Just crazy. But I never learned how
Well,
to
like
drive.
the dude with my Jeep had one of those Toyota electric ones.
I know.
The speed limit through there is 30.
Mm-hmm.
So you tell me how the heck at 30 miles an hour he broke every single steel part that holds the frickin' tire on. Popped the axles out.
Wow, huh? Truly? Jeez. Wow.
And a Jeep has a frame. That little plastic car don't have nothing.
Oh,
With Brutal Bob, I was married at 18 to a man that was 31 years older than me, and we have 2 kids together. would have had 3, but I lost our middle daughter.
Oh boy.
And then sometimes I think, because I know how Brittany is, and I'm thinking, oh my God, I could have had 2 girls. And I'd have taken their heads and gone doing, doing, doing like a frickin' cymbals.
You know something? Life is too short to be messing around with it. You know what I mean, right? Life
Yeah.
is too short to be messing with it. I wouldn't want to be in her shoes. All the things that happened to her, I don't want it to happen to anybody else. I hope it never anything else happens to her. I hope not. But the way things going, it's crazy. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Well, like I said, the window part could have been prevented.
Oh.
But she's got a mouth and she don't know when to keep it shut. And she can talk the talk, but she can't back it up.
Oh.
That's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
And then want to call and cry me about this, and I'm like, well, if you just shut your freaking mouth, I said, problem would have been solved. If you'd have just listened, and when I told you to stay the heck away from them people, could have been none of this incident would happen.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then, like, my deductible on, like, my car is $500. Because I still want to get the dent in my hatch fixed. No, I have no idea how I got there.
Mm.
And I'm thinking that, you know, because the paint's not chipped, that it was kicked or punched. Because if it was hit with a hammer or if it backed into something, there would have been scuff marks. And the dent is not in my bumper, too. It's just in my hatch.
Oh.
Mm.
Shit.
Yeah, I ain't seen one of those, Brother Bob. Getting tired, Dave?
No, I'm just looking around my room, seeing what I have to do tomorrow.
Not used to taking your glasses off.
No, just took them off. The thing is, right? The thing when I look at the screen, it bothers my eyes. When I have the glasses, I don't bother me, but I don't feel like putting them back on right now.
No, I probably shut her down at 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Okay.
For now.
I
love my kids to death. I'd give my life for both of them. But sometimes I want to rip my hair out.
Yeah.
And I always say, you know, it seems like you always have a daughter. And when you do, you're 10 times worse than what you were when you were a kid. So guess what? I'm going to curse her and hope her daughter is 1,000 times worse than her. So then maybe she can, you know, get through her thick head about everything that I was saying, the same as it took me most of my life to realize what my mom and my dad were saying.
Did you ever explain to her how you got hurt and stuff? How you got hurt, and you can be like this too if you don't watch yourself, you know? Oh, just put it across to her. You're lucky you still have an arm. He's still alive still, you know?
Well, I've gone through some pretty, like, bad stuff in my life.
Yeah.
And I would never ever want her or any other woman to experience what I went
Oh, I
through.
know what you went through. I know. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about um, that all the like that accident you got in. You hurt your back. How'd you hurt your back, right? And I'm just saying, you see, you can you make sure you next accident might you hit you might not be alive anymore. It's not her fault. Someone pulled out and hit her, But you gotta you gotta be watching everywhere you drive. You gotta be watching what people are doing.
Mhm. Well, see, that's another reason why I feel that the schools should teach them about tractor trailers.
Yeah. I mean, she's lucky she has a
Because
mom.
these kids nowadays, they want to play chicken with them. They want to tailgate them.
They're crazy.
There's a big difference. You hit a tractor trailer, you're going to end up hurt.
Yeah. Plus, if they how they
Whatever a tractor trailer hits, it destroys.
yeah, I know. I see
Whether
it.
it's a tree, a telephone pole, a car, whatever it is, it's no more.
Yeah. And what was I gonna say now? Yeah, and people go on the back of the trucks and ride some skateboard on it. Think they're smart, going down the highway, and the kid got killed. The cops found him dead in the street. A tractor trucker ran over because he's hanging on the back of the truck, right? And he let himself go, and the truck hit him. They didn't see him, ran him over. And the guy stopped his truck afterwards too. After he saw what he did, he stopped it and he called the cops and said, "This kid was on the back of someone's truck." And I go fast when I drive because I have to get my stuff where I have to go. He said he didn't mean to drive that fast, but if you stop there, like you said, if he stops the truck too short, he can bang in the other truck, right? Or something. And he told the cops what happened. The kid I didn't see him. Suddenly I seen the skateboard gone, and I thought he was out on the road, and I hit him by accident. He didn't go to jail. The guy didn't. He didn't get no charges
Well,
pressed.
just like, kids that think it's okay to drop stuff off the overpass.
Yeah, I know. I
They
know. I
drop
know.
chickens, they've dropped bowling balls,
Yeah, I
and
know.
you figure the speed limit's, 65 through there, and they
Uh-huh.
drop something off that overpass, you take a chance of killing somebody.
Yeah, I know. Somebody got killed before, and they caught the kids who did it too.
Yeah, bowling ball.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
One kid threw a thing off the
I mean,
overpass.
granted,
Hey, Tasha, you hear about that? Some kid threw off the and this is lately was on the news. He threw a rock through the woman and his own mother. He had his own mother windshield. She drove him by in there, dropped it on the windshield, right? And she took a flip over, a car flipped over, and she died in the crash. And his son went to jail for murder because he pushed the rock and he was all upset. He killed his mother. You know, his mother was driving. Hey, you don't throw it over the overpass. You don't know who's going to be there. You're getting hit. They said Channel 4, it was his own mother he killed. Dropped the rock. He was with a bunch of troublemakers. And the kid was black too, but not only black, it's not his color. He just shouldn't have did it. And his mother just came home from shopping from some store and bring the food home to the family, and she was killed. And she crashed it. They showed the vehicle crash and all the food was everywhere, but she was dead instantly. She flipped up
I,
and
I couldn't even imagine doing something like that and hurting my own parent.
he didn't know it was his mother. He thought it was he's hanging with these kids. His mother told him not to hang with them. Something could happen to the family one day, she said. She told him. That's what he said to the
That's
cops.
stupid. That was stupid. I didn't know that one. When did that happen?
That happened, I think it was a couple of months ago. It's on Channel 4. I don't know if Channel 5 had it on, but I saw it. I was saying, wow, man.
Stupid kids. I'm telling you.
Kid kept dropping things off the overpass, right? And the cops grabbed the kids before, and they told he caught the kid and he put him on probation, right? And he said, "Don't do it anymore. You might kill your own family one day. You don't know." The kid just went out and did it again. Oh, it was fun and games. I don't know.
I was coming across
I show you. Oh, so many things I don't want to even.
Ohio. I was with Werner. It was at nighttime, and I had 6 crotch rocket motorcycles playing chicken with me on the interstate.
Oh, really?
On their back tires.
Really? With your truck you had? Was that when you were a truck driver?
Yeah.
What'd you do?
What am I gonna do? I can call the cops, but I mean, them bikes can do way over 100. So by the time a cop caught up
Yeah,
with
no,
them
sir.
on the interstate,
Did they take it? They kept doing it, or did they take off afterwards?
they kept doing it. They'd
What?
get right in front of me on their back tires and about stop in the middle of the interstate.
Oh, wow. Jeez, people
And then
crazy.
they'd spin them around and facing me. They'd go flying down the road and then come right at me. Well, guess what, buddy? I'm not moving.
What a bunch of idiots.
Like, you didn't have a gun, would you? Like even carrying a gun. Shoot
Well,
their
it's
tires
against
out.
the law.
Yeah, but hey, you're defending yourself. You're carrying your weapon because someone's you're putting yourself in danger. All you do is have to shoot out their tires. That's all.
That's one main reason why, like Snyder. Well, I don't know if they do now, but back when I drove for them, they would not take any load to New York City.
Oh.
Because one of their trainers was down there with a student, and the truck driver carried, even though he's not supposed to. Is against federal regulation.
Well, what do you carry?
And gangs come up to the truck.
Wow.
And it's a good thing that he had a gun. So they never took a load down there. Because where they had to park is not in a good section in New York City.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
And they had to wait for this warehouse to open up.
Yeah, it puts his life in danger.
Yeah. Not just his, but his student that was on his truck with him.
Oh, yeah. So you didn't go down there, you just took off back to company, huh? Right.
Yeah, luckily he didn't get hurt, but
Yeah.
I mean, some parts, a lot of big cities, you park your car on the side of the street and come back out, and there might be a frame left.
Yeah.
And that's what I tried telling my daughter and her friends. I said, you know what? I said it literally takes seconds for somebody to grab you and you'll be gone.
Mm-hmm.
And no one will know where you went.
All right, true.
Because you said you were going to be at one place and you were out walking around.
Someone can grab her and take her somewhere and rape her and shit.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I used to tell her friends all the time because they wanted to walk around. And granted, yeah, it's only like a small town around here, but you never know what kind of weirdos. We get weird truck drivers through here all the time.
Yep, they can grab.
And I said it takes seconds for them to just latch you up or latch anybody up.
Yep.
A kid, a guy, a woman, it don't matter. It takes seconds.
Yep.
Mm.
But I don't know. I never had to tell my son not to do certain things.
Yeah.
Seems you always got to tell the girls way more than you got to tell the guys.
The boys have voice. The guys have more sense than the girls do. Some of them don't have any sense. The girls don't. They want to do it. They don't want no one to tell them anything. They want to do what they want to do. What they want to do, right?
Mm-hmm. Pretty much. I mean, like I said, I wasn't allowed to do certain things. And yeah, when I was a teenager, it pissed me off too. But you don't realize certain things until you're an adult.
Yeah, that's true.
And you
find out.
And,
yeah.
and then you realize, well, now I know why, mom and dad told me not to do that or not, you know.
Yeah, they grow up and they think about it, and in the years afterwards, they say, I should have listened to him.
Mhm.
Kids are crazy. Get
Now
older,
my house happens all the time.
yeah, when you get older, you get more mature and you think about it. And you say, "Oh, doing, I'm not doing that no more."
I mean, you can always be a kid at heart and, you know, do crazy things within a limit.
Yeah.
But when, you know, you get older, your body don't heal like it did when you were a kid.
Yeah, it's true.
So I try not to take chances and do silly stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, there are a couple times like I'm scared of heights.
Me too.
There's like a couple bridges I'd love to jump off.
Jump off?
Not to hurt myself, just to jump off a bridge.
Why would you want to jump off a bridge?
Because there's water under it.
I know, but
Like,
what if you jump?
go
What
over
if
the
you,
river.
what if you jump off the bridge and you hit a rock and you're all done? You think about that?
Why do you think I haven't jumped off one?
She's just
No,
saying,
see, I
that's all.
wouldn't mind jumping
I know
off
you're
one
making a
in the
statement.
ocean.
You like to do it, but you ain't going to do it. They asked me, do I want to go to
And
jump?
I've jumped off cliffs,
Did you?
like a 50-foot, 75-foot drop.
And you jump, what, dive you did?
No, I just jumped off, landed with my feet.
Yeah, but you swum out of there? You're a
Yeah.
good You're a good swimmer?
Yeah. The only eerie place I've ever been in the water
Yeah.
is in the river. We were on jet skis, and Marty and I were on one, and he kept driving all nuts and kept throwing me off. So I'm like, leave me here at this frickin' buoy. But let me tell you something. You sitting there hanging on the buoy, you can't really see above the water. That's like the eeriest feeling, and that water's black, like dark.
You don't know what's in it either.
No. That was the only time I've ever been in the water and was like scared to be in the water.
Yeah.
And it was in the river.
Yeah. See if I could be
You know,
careful.
lakes don't bother me because we used to go tubing all the time.
Yeah.
So there's nothing to fall off, you know, the
Yeah.
tube or whatever in
Yeah.
the lake. But that water's not that dark and spooky.
That river was dirty, huh? Was that river
Well,
dirty?
it's really not. The water is just always black. It's not dirty. It's just the color of the water.
Oh,
Well, the Taunton beaches are awful. You ever have them?
The what?
The Taunton beaches are awful.
I know it's dirty.
They're nasty.
Hey, remember remember that Seinfeld when Kramer went into the East, what was the East River or something? He went swimming. It was the dirtiest river around, and it's in New York. Oh, that was filthy. And he
The
goes,
Taunton,
huh?
the Taunton beaches were full of rusty metal.
Yeah.
They were disgusting.
Yeah, I mean, up here, I mean, we have a lot of nice beaches.
Well, they have nice beaches up here too, but certain beaches ain't nice.
No.
The Taunton wasn't nice.
Oh.
It was disgusting.
I went to with Helen. I went somewhere with her. This girl used to go. This lady used to go with her, and I forgot what beach she went down. And in the beach, I saw I'm out swimming in that water. I don't look too good and stuff. I said to her, "Oh, it's clean. They clean it all the time. I ain't going in that water." I said, "Let's go to another beach." And she took me to another beach. It was much cleaner. She knew where to go. So the beach was clean. Stuff.
That Taunton beach, I wouldn't step in that water for nobody. I told him, I ain't going in that dirty ass water.
I can't remember the beach she took me to. It began with a W. I can't remember what the name it was. And she took me to it, and I wouldn't go in the water because the water wouldn't look so good. And going in that water, I said, and she just wanted, and she went in it, went swimming in it. I said, "What are you swimming in that water for? That water don't look so good." I know it's clean because they clean it all the time. She said, "You know what you're talking about."
The Taunton River had a lot of metal fragments in
No,
it.
it didn't have nothing in it. Yeah, no, but this beach didn't have nothing in the water. The only why it had the dirty, it looked like it was dirty because they had little stones in it and stuff, like stones in it and stuff. But it was a nice where you could swim, you won't get hurt. But I didn't go in it.
They had a POW camp in Taunton too. They
Really?
keep closed.
That's
They
nice.
have landmines everywhere. They can blow yourself up.
Wow.
So they used to have a prisoner camp for Germans, and
Oh, really?
they still have it out there, but they keep it locked up.
No,
I don't want no
no.
one going in.
But there's landmines in there and everything.
Everywhere.
Wow.
Anyone stuck in there, they blow themselves up.
Blow their legs off.
That's why they keep people out.
Got a fence around it, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
I don't know if they're still there. I don't know if they took it out or what.
Huh?
They took it, I don't know. It's been many years now.
Oh.
Yeah, no, Taunton Beach was awful. All metal fragments, some rusty metal, and it was disgusting.
Was it the Walton Beach? I can't remember what the beach was.
And the Taunton Beach was nasty. And I said, man, what those lousy beaches? I don't know what that place was before it was a beach, but man, is that nasty.
Oh, yeah.
All right, guys. I'm gonna shut her down, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay, take care.
Have a good sleep, Mark. See ya.
Good night, everyone. Thank you very much for coming in. Had a great time having chat with you guys. Always do. Love y'all's company. Much love and God bless. We'll catch you tomorrow night.